Yeah, hi, hello everyone. So today I want to talk about one topic related to AI governance, and the topic is algorithmic transparency and explainability, the cornerstone of trustworthy AI governance. So I want to talk about the black box problem. So imagine being denied a loan, rejected for a job, or flagged by airport security, not by a person, but by an algorithm. And when you ask why, no one can explain the reason. That's the black box problem of modern artificial intelligence. So, as an AI begins taking decisions of our lives, the need of transparency and explainability has become cornerstone of AI governance. So, as AI begins making decisions to shape our lives, let's explore what algorithmic transparency means, why it matters across the world, and how governments and companies are working to make AI system more trustworthy. So, what is algorithmic transparency and explainability? Algorithmic transparency is like it means that logic and data behind AI system can be inspected and understood by the humans. And explainability goes one step further, like it's about describing a decision in human language. And transparency opens the engine. Explainability tells us what engine is doing. Together they form the foundation of every responsible AI framework in the world. So, yes, why it matters. The real world consequences. I'll give some examples. Why AI is not explainable, it become biased, unfair, and even harmful. One of the example is like the compass algorithm in United States used in criminal sentencing. So the thing is that it was found to be biased against black defendants, and the another example is related to Amazon hiring AI, which rejected female applicants because it learned to biasing from the past data. So another example is like credit scoring tools in Asia, where they refuse loans without any explanation. These cases show what happens when algorithm act without accountability. So these things we have to take consideration, and transparency and explainability are how we bring human oversight back into the loop. So another thing is like related to global policy landscape. Around the world, regulators are taking actions. The European Union AA Act and classifies systems by risk and demands explanation logs for high AA risk. So the USA Bill of Rights grants people right to know when an automated system makes a major decision about them. The CDAA principles and UNESCO AI ethics framework both are transparency and accountability at heart of responsible innovation. So, and ISO 42001 2023 standard gives organization a blueprint to govern AI responsibly and globally. So, together they signal one truth. If people can't understand AI, they can't trust artificial intelligence. And next comes to technical approaches to explainability. First, white box models. How do we make AI explainable in practice? So, first, white box models like decisions, trees, or simple rule based systems. They're easy to interpret. But many advanced models like deep learning are complex. That's where post hoc explainability comes in. Tools like Lime and SHAP shape show which futures most influenced a prediction. Counterfactual explanation where answers questions like what would have changed the outcome. And model cards or data sheets document how an AI model was trained and validated. These tools help transform black boxes into glass boxes, visible and accountable. So, yes, and now the challenges and implementations. Of course, explainability is not easy. Uh, there is always a trade off between model accuracy and interpretability. Even with transparency, humans can misinterpret what the AI is saying. And globally, there is still no single metric for measuring how explainability an AI truly is. That's why governance framework like ISO 42001 or the EU AI Act play such a crucial role. They define documentation, roles, and oversight mechanism that keeps innovation balanced with accountability. And And the thing is roadmap for responsible AI governance. Here is what we can all do together. Government can introduce algorithmic impact assessment and require explanation reports from high risk systems. Organization can set up AI ethics board and publish transparency dashboards. Academia and NGO can build open source tools that help detect bias and improve interpretability. And citizens like all of us can demand right to explanation whether whenever automated decisions affect our lives. Transparency is not a luxury. It's necessary. It's a necessity in AI era. So maybe we can say like the conclusion: trust through transparency. Artificial intelligence can solve some of the humanity's biggest problems, from climate modeling to medical research. But the true test of AI is not how powerful it becomes, it is how trustworthy we can make. And transparency and explainability build the trust. They turn the black box into glass box. So, where innovation meets ethics and progress meets accountability. So let's build a future where AI is not only intelligent but ethical, transparent, and centered on people. So yeah, thanks you for watching. Let's make AI governance and foundation of safer digital world. So I am Piyush Patnaik, a certified AI governance officer, and let's make AI accountable to humanity. Thank you.